What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And it is me, the guy, the myth, the legend. I'm kidding. This is just KZ, aka Sovereign, the king of the Elden Ring, the Lord. Nah, what's up, y'all? What y'all up to? How everybody doing? This is gonna be a quick. This is a episode of As the World Turns. I'm just gonna be kind of brief on here, but I did want to talk about this while I'm on here. Hold on, let me make sure. World Turnz. Okay, I just wanted to make sure everything was good. Please like, subscribe. And I also want to tell people Happy Father's Day. I want to do this show for Father's Day because we do not appreciate fathers, men in general, at that. And I want to say this, and I'm going to be so serious. This is all jokes aside. Fathers don't get enough love. There are many good fathers out there working the asses off, working hard, men in general, but it's Father's Day, so we're gonna focus more on the fathers. And I'm gonna do men because this is also men's mental health awareness month, which is it's overshadowed because of Pride Month and all the other shit, which you kind of sworn Pride Month was. Anyways, but men, good men out there bust they ass for their children. And you see the picture I used. Bust they ass for their children and they do not get enough love. Fathers, grandfathers, great grandfathers, uncles, male role models in general do not get enough love. Let me be honest with you. What really happens is people are so focused on bad things that they put that on the good people. Which is funny because when the roles are reversed, when it's the women, there are a lot of terrible mothers out there. But for some reason, when it's a mother or a woman in general, even when she does something bad, you're supposed to overlook that. But when men are doing something bad, they expect those good men, I guess, to do something about it or take the burden of someone doing terrible, which never made sense to me. Because even a man can do the best he can, he still gets disrespected. He still gets no love. Let me be honest with you. The only men that get respect, especially if you want to just go in our community, the black community, is men that cause problems. If you are a man, and I hate to say this, if you are a man that causes problems or toxic or whatever that is, not doing what you're supposed to do, you get more respect than a man who's doing what he's supposed to do, laying down that law, saying, this is what I need to do. It's just the equivalent of somebody, let's say someone's going to jail, you got a sibling in jail or whatever, they're getting more love, they're getting more support, people saying free him and all of that, or whatever, whatever, we're talking about men right now, free him. You in college or you're working to get your business together or whatever, you are getting way less help than that person. And that is a fact. Which makes it seem like they give more love to the people who ain't doing right. You have women who complain about their baby daddies. Oh, my baby daddy ain't shit. But from all the stories I've seen and things going on, and even personal things I know with people, the guy who's doing what he's supposed to do for his children is getting more hell than the one who's not. Yeah, they'll complain about it, but they always run back to him, always get more kids from him. Most guys, not most guys, most women that have kids with another woman, well, not another woman, you know what I mean. When, most women have the same baby father. If it's like a guy has multiple kids, most of them share the same father, which is crazy, right? Because they complain, I say compare. They complain and act like men, just all the men is out here just making babies. But for some reason, it's always the same guy that's having multiple kids by all these women, which proves that women like a certain type of guy. Not all y'all, just those women like a certain type of guy. It's like that man who had like what 15 kids and all these different baby mamas. It happens so often. Multiple kids. These women know this man or these men have these kids and they still procreate. God damn it, I'm fucking up today. They still have relations with this man. They still decide to partake with this man. Whew, I was terrible that night. They still decide to do these things. And good men get blamed for it. And the only thing I'm here just to really just talk, because y'all already know how it is. We should do more as the world turns. But this is me talking about good men out here doing what they're supposed to do. There are good fathers out here that don't get enough love. I barely see stuff about Father's Day. Nobody cares about, nobody gives a fudge about Father's Day. Even when you do have a good father. That's why I try my best to show my dad I love him. Because when I get into that situation, I already know. I'm going to do what I got to do. It's hard. You got to do what you got to do. And nobody, not saying nobody loves you, but they don't show it. Even ain't shit mamas get love on Mother's Day. This lady ain't never took care of her kids. I dated a, I'm gonna be real. I dated a woman that had no custody to her child. Had a child. I had to say things that you would think she would say. And I'm not even, that wasn't even my responsibility. She talked to Ish about her baby's father. And he's the one taking care of her, to make sure she in school, make sure she got clean clothes, food, all this stuff. You got this girl. It was a story. I'm gonna say names. There's a story. She had let this girl lay on the couch in the living room while she go get some ush. Now obviously this wasn't when I was dating, because I would never do no ish like that. I just thought that was crazy. Wanted some dick so bad that you made your daughter. This one, I think she had roommates too. You allowed your daughter to sleep in the living room while you go partake. And in my eyes, I'm supposed to be a good mother. I'm not trying to hit a bash anybody. I'm just saying, just being honest, just spitting facts. That's crazy. But mothers like that. So many mothers who do not take care of their kids. Y'all were talking about something. My kids, no, they not. If they really were so important, you would take better care of them. So many kids getting abused, molested, raped, all these things happening under their mother's care. There are so many stats showing that kids are better off with their fathers. In reality, both parents are what you need, which we're not talking about that, but in reality, both parents in the household is a good natural place for a child or children to be. It is good for their mindset. Do you know what it does to a kid when their parents separate and all this stuff? Just from just regular separation. You just not, that's just like if y'all break up, y'all don't want to be together anymore, divorce or whatever. That's just regular breakup that causes stress to the kid. Then you got all this other shit, especially in our community, bullshit, violence, and all this other stuff that goes on. I know a lot of mothers who hit and beat the kids because they mad at the daddy. Still get celebrated though. Kids so messed up in the head. Oh, I love my mother. I love my mother. She beat me, but I love her. She abused me, but I love her. She let Uncle Johnny touch me, but I love her. Why you can't have that same love for the fathers? Oh, we all human. We all make mistakes. I guess a man can't make a mistake, or a man can't be forgiven for his mistakes, which that's what it seems like sometimes. And again, I'm just rambling here. Just decided to do this. Just talking. But I don't understand. But again, I appreciate all the good fathers out there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing. Even the guys, look, I'm not that type of dude. Oh, you a simple. Look, on some real shit. If you stepped up and you brought some positivity to that young man's life or young woman's life, them kids, kudos. Or you a role model, Big Brother programs, whatever. If you brought some positivity to these young kids, because I tell you something, a man role model just different. Don't get me wrong, we need a woman and motherly love. That is very important too. But it's just something about a man role model. Like a man just giving you wisdom. Just something about it. Inspires you. You look, especially as a young man, you look up to your father on the type of man you want to be, or the men in your life, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, whatever, or a male role model. You see, hey, they may not be perfect, but you see them trying to build. In my case, you see them trying to build. There's multiple men that have been in my life. Some of them ain't here anymore. That I looked up to. I thank the Lord I still have my father. I look up to him quite a bit. And he's one of the main reasons who I am today. Because I honestly can say if I didn't have him around, or he wasn't, like if I wasn't his son, I don't think I'd be the man I am today. I'd be somebody completely different. He made me look at life in a different lens. And obviously, things ain't never, life ain't perfect, but it made me realize, and even with my mom, like I realized I had some tough times growing up, but growing up and seeing other kids parents who, I'm just being honest, didn't really love them, I will always say and always can say my parents loved me. Like I never had a question. Oh, I doubt that. Nope. As a man, as a grown man now, I recognize the love my parents have for me, the love my father has for me, the love my mother has for me. Because like even like little things, when you growing up, you get punished and stuff like that. As you get older, sometimes that stuff makes sense. And even when they felt like they were wrong, like maybe I shouldn't have did that. Which we've had talks like that. My dad saying, hey, maybe but those are all just learning lessons for both people. Now I do feel bad for people who didn't have that growing up. Because a lot of people will desire that. Because honestly, I could imagine how that would feel. So today, just go to whoever you look up to as a father, or your father, or people who are father figures to you in your life. Tell them that you love them. Tell them Happy Father's Day. And tell them thank you. It's not an easy job being a dad. And for the mothers, see, there's a lot of mothers who do agree with what I just said. But for the ones who want to get pissy about it, hush. Being a father is not what you think it is. Being a man in general, as a women, men ain't. No, you want to? Let's trade places. I'm not a father yet. I'm just a man. I know how fucking hard it is. Wake up every day, especially as a black man that's trying. There's a difference between being a regular black. No, I'm a black man trying to do right. You get more flack than a black man who ain't trying to do right. So you are already walking out at the door, public enemy number one. The world is against you, regardless. Being a man in general, it don't matter what race at that point. Well, as a man in general, you walk outside a positive. That's why I say a positive man walk outside. A good man who's trying to do right walk outside. He is a public enemy to women and other men. But I've done enough jabbering today and talking. I just hope everybody has a good Father's Day. I wish I could have been more prepared. I'm working on another video, the Reagan. If you watched, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say. If you watched, goddamn shit, Mob Psycho. If you watched Mob Psycho, you know, Mob Psycho 100, Reagan. I'm doing a video on him. I'm actually already done, just editing it up now. I'll probably put it out today. But I just want to get some content. But it's Father's Day. I was like, why not? So, please show some love, subscribe. I'm Sovereign. This has been an episode of As the World Turns. Because I don't know why the world keeps turning round and round. But I wish it would stop and let me off right now. Yes, sir.